The Lorx steps onto the stage in front of a large curtain and addresses the camera. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. The Lorx clears his throat and reads from a card he holds. I am the Lorx. I speak for the trees, and I'd like to say a few words, if you please. Regarding the story you're about to see, it actually happened, just take it from me. But there's more to the story than what's on the page, so please pay attention while I set the stage. Shit. The Lorx tosses the card at the audience and walks off as the curtain opens, revealing Fneedville. Two maintenance workers work on a large Welcome to Fneedville sign. The slogan below it reads, Fantastic, made of plastic, 100% inorganic. The camera pushes past them and flies through the town, down to the suburban street. We open in Fneedville, a city, they say, that was plastic and fake, and they liked it that way. A town without nature, not one living tree. So what happened to them? Cut the music, let's see. The music starts up on a long shot down the street of Fneedville suburbs. All the houses look basically the same. Electric trees line the streets instead of street lamps. An O'Hare delivery truck drives down the street. Flush. An inflatable plastic bush inflates. Flush. Another. Flush. Another. Then pop. A bed of plastic flowers pops up in time with the music, complete with plastic buzzing bees attached to wires. Mechanical voice. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The delivery man gets out of the truck and grabs an air bottle from it. He replaces an empty, used air bottle with a new one like a milkman. Title card. Dr. Seuss's The Lorx. Nearby, Ted, an 11-year-old boy and our hero, hops out of his second-floor bedroom window, down a series of stairs, and flips over the railing and lands on his scooter. He snaps on his goggles, revs his engine, and takes off down the street. Pull back to a wide shot of the entire neighborhood. All the front doors of the houses open simultaneously, and the people of Fneedville exit their houses singing happily. I'm not reading that singing part. People drive by in their personalized vanity cars, including a businessman in his large steamroller SUV. I'm still not reading the singing. We pull back to see the rest of the neighborhood joining the traffic. Ted follows behind them on his scooter. A man uses a bike pump to inflate his flaccid plastic bush. He's not paying attention and pumps the bush until it pops, knocking him over. The people of Fneedville sing as they commute to work past rows of fake trees. A little girl, Marie, uses a tire swing hanging from a metal tree. Sing. Maintenance man opens up a panel in the electric tree, revealing it's filled with batteries. The lights on the tree go out as the batteries fall out. One of the maintenance men quickly tries to pick them up. Ted rides by on his scooter. The singing delivery man walks up to an apartment carrying a large O'Hare bottle. Not reading the singing? The singing delivery man walks into a woman's apartment. A woman opens the door and lets the singing delivery man in. He replaces the large bottle of O'Hare hooked to her fresh air system. The singing delivery man plops the bottle into the machine in time with the beat. She hands him money for the delivery. She takes a whiff of the fresh air. He takes a whiff of the money. Downtown, a group of business people sing and dance as they head for work. The maintenance workers sweep garbage towards an open manhole. The singing delivery man jumps in front of the maintenance workers and starts dancing. He does a spin and accidentally disappears down a manhole. A little boy swims through the Fneedville River, which is unnaturally blue, wearing a big smile. His parents happily help him out of the river and give him a big hug. He glows and smiles even more. Ted zips by him on the scooter. We see a chubby surfer surfing on the fake ocean. A snowboarding teen zips down the snowy mountain next to him. The snowboarding teen turns and sends a clump of slush flying, and it goes down the back of a guy's swimsuit. A group of sunbathers sing like a church choir, holding their sun reflectors like choir folders. The singing delivery man sings a beautiful solo as we reveal that the choir is singing at the grand opening of a new parking lot called Fneedville Parking. As the choir sings with a religious fervor about the parking lot, people step out of their parked vehicles, get on the roofs of their cars, and joyously sing along. Nearby, a woman and a son fly kites propelled by large fans. Everyone looks up and sees the O'Hare air blimp, which spews out smog from its exhaust. Projected on its massive LCD screen is Aloysius O'Hare, the financial king of Meadville, owner of the O'Hare Air Company. Pudgy and clownish and tacky and loved by everyone, he leans out from a window and waves to the people down below. O'Hare turns around in his office chair and walks out from behind his desk. O'Hare stands on Mooney's hands outside the door. He dives off and falls down towards the ground. His parachute opens, revealing an ad for O'Hare Air. As they celebrate, we catch up with Ted, who is excitedly buying a remote control airplane from a vendor at his kiosk. He gets the vendor's money and takes a new airplane, ecstatic. We're in the center of town. Here comes the elaborately choreographed Big Finish, reminiscent of Consider Yourself from Oliver. Excuse me, Jesus. Where was I? The huge mob engulfs Ted at the toy kiosk. People dance for shopping bags, tossing them to each other. Business people dance for briefcases. Suddenly, the singing delivery man reappears in frame, pushes the band leader aside, grabs his baton, and leads the marching band down the street. Fireworks go off above the town. O'Hare walks up the steps of his oversized limo, waving to the people like a politician before he gets in. The singing delivery man dances on top of O'Hare's limo while spinning cheerleading batons. Close-ups on various mouths making the sound. Back to the wide shot showing the entire center of town. As soon as the song's over, everyone immediately goes back to what they were doing. Mooney and McGurk help a frozen singing delivery man off the roof of a limo. And out of the crowd sits Ted on a scooter, carrying the bag of the airplane in it. Ted rides the scooter through town with the confidence of someone who knows the place like the back of his hand. He ends up suburbia, stops in front of a house, gets off his scooter, reaches into the bag, and pulls out the remote-controlled airplane. Ted smiles as he admires it. Ted places it on the ground, operates the remote control, and it takes off. Ted then flies the plane in a series of loop-de-loops and then straight into someone's backyard. But instead of being upset, he smiles. He runs up to the front door of the house, and rings the doorbell multiple times as the door opens. As the door opens, Ted goes into a slow-mo fantasy, revealing Audrey, a teenage girl, beautiful and cool, and much too old for Ted. Although he doesn't see it that way. He looks up at her worshipfully, suddenly awkward in her presence. Ted breaks out of the fantasy. Audrey smiles, then leans into Ted. I'm not reading the dialogue, by the way. Fuck that. Yeah, fuck this. This is a stupid idea. Why am I doing this? It's me poorly reading the Lorx script for shitty PNG of the Lorx on screen with fucking Mario music in the background. What am I doing with my life? Oh, fuck this. Fuck you.